It's Wasabi, welcome back to the channel. Today's battle's on the Karelia map and we've got Tallow from One Eye Clan who's recently joined, so welcome Tallow. He's in the Shrek TVP, which is tier 8 Czech TD. This is an encounter battle, so it's a 15-minute game where you either have to win the cap or kill all enemy tanks, but there's only one cap. And the cap timer for encounter is nearly, I think it's just 4 minutes long, so much shorter than, much longer I should say, than the standard battles. And the battle is on the west side of the map, so you do get some tanks going around the other side, which is a bit odd, but if you capture the hill you can sort of shoot down on the area where the cap area is. In any case, this is what Tallow is faced with. Now, the TVP has got a very high rate of fire and a very high penetration, particularly with the premium rounds, so pretty much capable of participating in all tiers, as long as you can keep yourself safe and don't get spotted, because obviously as a TD the armor is not fantastic. But yeah, there won't be too many occasions where you bounce, at least particularly not with the premium rounds. You do get spotted then, probably by the Skoda that he shot at. It was well within view range there. It's just looking for more tanks crossing, but it looks like they're the only three. A bit of concern raised in chat about some of the heavy tanks going down to the south, and not surprising. It's leaving a bit of a gap here around the cap area, and that's one of the reasons why Tallow's making a move back, so that if they lose that battle in the west side, there's only two tanks there defending. In fact, they just lost one, so now it's only one heavy tank and then a medium tank defending there, so he's just trying to make sure that, yeah, he doesn't get overrun. But he's also found some new targets here. Oh, there we go. That one didn't penetrate, but it's using the standard round, so let's have a quick look at the pen. And in fact, he gets a kill on the tank that he just bounced off, so let's have a quick look at the pen. So 270 for the standard round, and 330, which is just massive for a tier 8 for the premium round there. But 270 should get you through pretty much most tier 8 armors, even frontally. But I guess it depends a bit on the angle and whether, you know, that's going to make it a ricochet. So it tends to bounce rounds, that even if they do have a good pen. Alright, so he's lost sight of the enemy tanks there, so he's just pulling up a bit closer in case the Kurovets spots the enemy tanks. Now I've pulled back a bit, and in fact the Kurovets pokes out and then gets whacked again, so he won't be too happy. But at least Tallow's got a bit of support on this line, the T44 moving up. Okay, here we go, let's just go to T56. Goes through the front of that, no problem. Should get another shot in. She does, and he goes behind a tree, a rock, and he puts a shot into the side of the Iron there. And the Iron just holding at that point, but now we've got another tank there, the 50 TP. That didn't go through. Same with the Iron there, so he's just sort of aiming, trying to get the side of the tank, and finally goes through. Puts another blind shot in, which definitely hit, but whether it did any damage is to be seen. And there we go, he's come back into vision, the T44 spotting him. And he goes through him again, one more shot potentially. Yeah, he should go now this time. Yes, he does, gets the kill. So 3 kills now to Tallow. doing pretty well here, and it's got 2.8k of damage done, which is pretty awesome for most players. But he's still going, hasn't lost any health, and the game is still in the balance. They've got a slight lead in hit points and one extra tank, but that could change pretty quickly. Let's go to T56 and the T44 all coming pretty close. Now he's got the side of 50 TP, goes through. Luckily not spotted. 50 TP not knowing exactly where he is. Just missing out an outline there on the Panther 2, or the Egg Panther 2 I should say. Getting some good spotting assistance from the T54 Mod 1. And he's got a Charfature forward, just seeing the top of it. That shot looked like it went into the rock, but yeah, it's just missed the Jacob Panther 2 crossing. So just looking for another angle on there. And should get a crossing shot on him. Well, he could have, but unfortunately that just looked like it went to the side. Another shot, potentially. No, Jacob Panther 2 stops. And he pushes up. He has a few more shots over to the right, but it's the Jacob Panther 2. And he gets the kill. So 4 kills now to Tallow. It's really picking up the kills, and he's now at 3.5k of damage. Still has all his hit points, which is pretty handy. And as we're getting closer to the end of the game, there's the Charfature 4. Does get spotted that time, but puts a nice shot into the Char. And there's an E75. Oh, unfortunately, it gets tracked that time. Is he getting a repair in time? No, he's not going to use his repair kit. No, that's a bit unfortunate. He gets smashed by a standard B. And that standard B just blind firing there because he was definitely unspotted that time. So he's got to be a bit careful now with this bush. The standard B knows where he is, but and he wouldn't have seen a splash come up to show that he'd missed. So he knows, yeah, that he did hit the target. So they've got one tank on cap now. There's still a minute 3/4 to go, so plenty of time to get more damage. But Tallow now on 4k. Gets the kill on the Charfature 4 with that shot and goes up another level in terms of kills. But there's still a few tanks left. There's 3 heavy tanks, the E75, the 703-2, the double barrel, and a BZ-176, which all 3 of those are down on the south area. And it's got the standard B here, which he might just get a shot into. Oh, yes he will, and he gets the kill. So Tallow picking up his Top Gun medal there with that kill. And there he's got E75 pointing the other way, so he shouldn't have any problem penetrating there. In fact, him and the BZ are fairly close together. One couple more shots, and no, one more shot. I think the E75 is gone. Yep. So 7 kills there now, and one more shot on the BZ, and he's gone. And that is the last tank of the game, but that gives Tallow 8 kills, and we know what that means. It's a Radley-Walters medal. Alright, 5.3k of damage. It looks like none of the blind shots went in. That was the damage total we saw at the end. Picked up 8 kills, as we saw. So that's given both the Top Gun medal and the Radley-Walters medal. And of course the high caliber award for the damage. And he's even blocked a small amount of damage there from the E75. and a small amount of assisted damage there. So great game there from Tullo. He's picked up the Ace Tinker Mastery badge as well with that. So let's have the team score, how that was positioned. So 1623, a very nice level of base EXP. Next best tank was the AMX M4 41, which was 51, I should say, which didn't do as much damage, but picked up 1300, so quite likely picked up an Ace Tanker badge there as well. So well done there. T44 got some good spotting done and damage of its own, doing over 3k, so excellent result there as well. On the enemy side, the Charfuture 4 did the best, closely followed by the Skoda T56. And look, there's Hella Hell, formerly from Fiddy, and is now with Lime in the 50 TP. Alright, as everyone wants to know, what did it cost to run? Alright, well, it's ended up firing 37 shots, and I was referring to earlier, it's got great DPM, this tank, as well as the penetration capability. 32 of those 37 hit, and 23 of those penetrated. So, of course, some of those were at long range, so even despite the pen, yeah, getting angles that you might get, not being able to aim directly, doesn't help at all. And it did fire some HE shots, so there's one splash damage out of that as well. Alright, so he's had personal reserves running and earned a total of 127k after tax. That's paying for his consumables and the ammunition. And of course, firing 37 rounds, you're going to end up spending a fair bit, but nearly all of that was coming from standard rounds. So it looks like the top result he got in that tank, but nonetheless a great game there from Tullo. Thanks very much for the content. If you're watching this video and you're appreciating the content, please give it a thumbs up. It certainly helps it get in front of more people. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please consider doing that. We'll have more great content to follow. Thanks very much for watching.